all over social media on Monday was LSU's newest commit as Coach Ogeron sent out the hold that Tiger tweet yesterday afternoon about 3 o'clock, and just shortly before that we saw the great commit video, a fantastic video. I mean, some of these sometimes can run a little long, they can get a little saturated, some of the things that you may not care about could be included in there, but it was a great almost little mini biography of where Garrett Nussmeier has come from, where he's been, well traveled throughout his young life, and now making the commitment to LSU, and lived in some pretty cool places. And now is over in a suburb of Dallas, and going into his senior season, and he's one of the top quarterback prospects in the country. He is at Marcus High School, and yesterday chose LSU over Texas, Baylor, Georgia, Texas A&M, Alabama, all the big boys. And Nussmeier finally made it official. We had him on a couple of months ago, and now he's back as an LSU Tiger. Congratulations, man. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor again.
Absolutely, man. Welcome back, and welcome back as a Tiger this time. Tell me what changed since the last time we spoke that made LSU officially your college choice.
Yeah, I think I've always really loved LSU. Growing up, I saw purple and gold. I refer to Louisiana as my home. So I've seen purple and gold all my life, and I think, thinking these last few months, and after a lot of thoughts and prayers, I kind of just started to understand. It felt right, and there wasn't a lot of reasons why LSU shouldn't be the school. So
they offered you first. Everybody you talk to around that building, they have always talked about how high of a priority you have been on their list. Take me through the relationship building process with LSU from your point of view. How did it start, and kind of where is it now going into the commitment?
Yes, sir. I think I can confidently say not only were they my first offer, but they absolutely recruited me the hardest out of any coaching staff throughout the entire process. They're extremely consistent. I've had many talks with Coach O. Consistent talks. Weekly. Coach Ensmere, we've built a great relationship throughout the entire process. And recently, Coach Linehan coming in, who was my dad's offensive coordinator in college at the University of Idaho, and is a good family friend of ours. And also, I've known Coach Russ Calloway for a long time as well. So, just kind of a build up of things, and just I've built a great relationship with just about everybody in that building. So.
Yeah, and look, Garrett, when we talked to you a little while ago, understandably so, there's so much in flux, so much craziness going on. You're like, okay, I just gotta hold up a minute. What was it that made you? What was it that tipped the scales eventually? Was there a specific moment when you just knew, okay, I got to go to LSU?
I don't think there was a specific moment. I think it was just a buildup of lots of thinking. And after I delayed my decision, I was hoping, at that time to maybe get the visits in, but then I kind of sat down and thought about, the future is unforeseen for sure, and we're thinking about that type of stuff. I kind of understood that, hey, LSU's my home, so.
And it is crazy out there right now, and there's stay-at-homes, and people aren't able to go out. What have you been doing? I'm guessing you're able to get some pretty quality work in, given your dad's pedigree and his experience working with quarterbacks. Like, have y'all been working together?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we throw about 3 times a week, and I still am able to get my weight lifts in, so that's been nice. But yes, sir, I'm definitely trying to continue to stay in shape and get ready for the season.
And look, I know how it is. My own father played in the NFL, and so sometimes that can come with a lot of it can come with a lot of expectation. It can come with a lot of pressure, right? Same thing if you're the son of a coach. Have you experienced any of that? Like, what's it been like growing up as the son of such a successful football coach?
I don't think he's ever put any pressure on me. I think, that's all come from myself, wanting to live up to the expectations of, being a coach's kid and just trying to be the best I can be, wanting to be the best I can be. I think, that also comes from getting to watch his players, and that's really what's drove me my entire life is, when I was little, sitting there watching Jake Locker and AJ McCarron and Drew Stanton, seeing the way they work, getting to sit in on meetings and watch film, and just slowly just built my drive to want to be in his position one day.
What is it? What is
You're impressive.
living around the country? I mean, in the video, you kind of lay out all the towns that you've lived in. What is that? How has that shaped you, being so well traveled at such a young age?
Yeah, I think the main thing it's helped me with is dealing with adversity. About every 3 years of my life, I was a new kid in the classroom, having to make friends. I was the new kid on the football team. I had to earn my spot and become a leader. I had to restart every time. So I think that's helped me tremendously. I think it's gonna help me in college, and I'm really excited for that. But I think it's definitely built me into the person I am today, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
So when you look at what Burrow did last season as the quarterback of LSU and just the records, like that's going to live on in fans' minds. Does that bring any added pressure to the situation, or does that factor into your decision at all? Just maybe not the shadow of just both the positives and negatives of Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I don't think I'll try and compare myself to Joe. I think I'll try and just do what I ask to the best of my abilities, and hopefully be able to lead the offense to a lot of wins, and just do my job, and hopefully one day I'll look back and think that I did it the right way. I'm just really excited to get there, and hopefully I think we might have seen that offense almost to the maximum potential. It was one of the greatest teams in all of college football ever. So my goal is to hopefully to get offensive numbers like that or wins like that, not just to play like Joe Burrow. So.
Absolutely, man. Hey, what did we're talking to Garrett Nussmeier, LSU quarterback commit for 2021. What did Coach Linehan say when you committed?
Oh, he was really excited. I think it's almost really awesome, in that situation, because it's his second generation Nussmeier for him. So I think that's a pretty cool, pretty special moment.
So your dad, like you said, you've been all over. He's been all over. It just comes with coaching. He's been an Alabama OC before. How's the old man feeling about you throwing on the purple and gold?
I think he's pretty excited. He knows how big time a place LSU is. So, it's really cool.
And you're like a hometown guy, man. I mean, like when you talk to people around LSU, you're considered a Louisiana kid for as much as you've traveled and where you are. I mean, they consider you as a hometown guy. Orgeron has a lot of emphasis on building a fence around this state, and he's done that in his short time as the head coach. What's your relationship like with what seems like the most popular college football coach in America right now?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Coach O has been awesome. We get to talk all the time. He texts me all the time. We have great conversations, and I think the conversations we've had before is, he told me, he's like, this is your home. This is where your roots are. This is where your family is. This is where you need to be. And I think that he was right. So
you mentioned your relationship with Russ Callaway. And even Tyler Tettleton in that building has a lot of respect from Steve Ensminger on the offensive side of the ball. Can you get a feeling on how the dynamic kind of works on that side with as many minds as has input?
I know I called last year's offense like a two-headed snake with Coach Ensminger and Coach Brady. And now, I think it's really going to stay the same. I have a feeling, that the offense is going to be just as good, if not better. So, there's a lot of really, really smart football minds in that room. So I'm really, really excited to see what they can do this year.
9th commit to the class of 2021, and the lone quarterback, the first quarterback to commit to LSU for that class is Garrett Nussmeier. People in Baton Rouge and around the state of Louisiana are fired up to have you in the purple and gold, man. Stay safe. Have a good senior season, and we'll see you in Baton Rouge soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
You got it. There he is, Garrett Nussmeier, checking in this morning from Flower Mound, Texas, as he's a Lake Charles native. He's over at Marcus High School and committed to LSU yesterday, the 9th commit to the class of 2021, first quarterback in the class, and that was, as T-Bob said, very impressive conversation with the young man.